Is our universe real?
It's just ideas. They're just ideas.
Is now.
You were tuned in to Psychedelic Download.
You are all, you know, everything is divine.
The actor.
There's no thing that isn't divine.
Everything is divine, and I'm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are plugged in to the Psychedelic Download. Yes. I am here with my man, the White Rabbit, the White Mamba.
Hey everybody.
No, Darren Pitfield. No, it's funny. I just wanted to wear this to make you get that little silly smile on your face. You ready to go? You ready to go to a rave?
Yep.
You ready to go out?
Yep.
You know, this is how we was going out when the shit hit the fan and things turned for the better. And now, look at this place.
Chinese farmer, man.
Chinese farmer, man. Chinese farmer. What was your impression of me when you first met? Because for people who don't know, we are housemates, and we live in Hollywood Hills, and that's how our friendship formed. From there, you know, I realized we had a common interest in psychedelics. Matter of fact, before I guess you get into your impression, I mean, what was your impression of me when we first met?
The very first met you?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I don't know. Like,
Just some weird black dude? I was just joking.
no, I mean, obviously you were black, but I wasn't like weirded out by it or anything. I'm not racist, for the record.
For the
Even
record,
though all
I'm
my
not
friends
racist.
think I am. I have a lot of black friends, for the record.
For the record. For the record.
For the record.
For the record.
Yeah, I just thought you seemed pretty chill, but I wasn't sure like we'd get on. I don't know. Like, I mean, you seemed chill.
I know. How has your opinion changed? Has it changed drastically, or is it still pretty much the same as what you thought? Because we done been through some ups and downs.
Yeah, for sure. No,
Personally,
no,
and
still,
you didn't see so many different things.
Yeah, like you said, we've been through a lot, so I don't think you couldn't not. I mean, if we were still hanging around, like, which we are, like, you have to get to know somebody at that point, right? You have to like them a decent amount.
No doubt. So, for people who don't know, a lot of people don't know, but when we first met, it's funny, when I first met you, I was sizing you up in a way, like...
I'm a big man.
Nah, no doubt. But I'm saying, you know, you was in
all dimensions.
He's doing it. But I mean, but anyway, I was sizing you up because when I saw you in the kitchen, I had a blunt in my hand, and I was like, man, I'm gonna test the mood of the house because you were the new housemate. I was like, you know, I'm gonna test the mood of the house. So I was like, you know, hey, you wanna hit this with me? And he was like, no. So I don't smoke. I don't do Schedule 1 drugs, something like that.
Class C drugs.
Class C drugs. And at first I was like, oh man, this dude's approved. I was like, oh man, here we go. Oh man, here we go. And then he said, only do Class A drugs. I was like, oh shit. Okay. Teach me something. He's like, well, acid's kind of my thing. So what was your first experience with acid like?
My first experience was on Burn Night in Burning Man 2016.
2016?
Burn Night, yeah.
And you didn't do any other psychedelics before then?
No, I had.
You had. What psychedelics had you done before then?
I think mushrooms and acid.
What made you want to
Wait,
do?
no. That was not the first time I did acid.
That's not, okay.
That was the first time I did a big, heavy dose, though.
Okay.
I did it at a small festival in Oregon in the mountains. Yeah.
All right.
First did it.
So what did it do for you? What did it do for you as far as changing your perspective on things? And
The first time it was just like a magical visual adventure. to the forest.
Okay.
Endless forest. Or like the Beatles cartoon or something. With a bunch of creatures.
That's it.
With an ex-girlfriend.
So when did you have an experience to where it like hit you to where it was like, okay, this is something that made you actually question your reality and how you interact with people?
I remember one time in San Francisco hanging out with my group of friends, and it was, I when I was doing acid and a few of the things, and I thought that my friends were actually the designers of my own simulation that they had put me in.
Okay.
In that simulation, in their simulation, they had inserted themselves into the simulation to kind of assess me and watch me.
You feel like that's what's going on? No?
No.
Not now. You did then. So it affected your mind that heavily that it changed your idea of reality to where you was like, you thought your friends were part of the design in place here, operating for you, in on the joke that you didn't know.
Yeah.
Right.
And I thought everything was kind of a vortex which went back to like Burning Man.
Really? You thought everything led back to Burning Man?
One time I would just wake up after a massive trip and I'd be just back at the...
You think that's what would happen, or that was what was happening?
I thought that could happen when I was on acid. There was like a connection back to the times when I'd previously done it.
All right. So you would think that you would wake up back into that reality, like everything that you was experiencing after that was just bullshit or a figment of the imagination.
Yep.
So you think this is a figment of the imagination now?
I mean, that's a bigger topic, I guess.
Of course, everything is a bigger topic. Everything is a different topic.
So, no.
No, you don't think this is a figment of the imagination?
I mean,
this is new to me, Darren. It's making me question our friendship. I have to really assess some things here.
no, because you don't exist. You don't exist without an imagination.
If you don't exist, it is a figment of the imagination, because it's a figment of anything.
No.
So you don't think you exist?
No.
Wait, so you do think you exist?
No, I don't exist.
You don't exist?
No, I don't exist.
Darren doesn't exist.
Correct.
I agree. Okay. So it is a figment of a imagination if you do not exist. Something is being the figment of. Darren is the figment of some imagination, right? This is being imagined.
I mean, if you... You know.
No. You just want to hold, you're like that woman that wants to be right and argues with her emotions. I've lived with that,
This has
and
nothing to do with it, right?
we agree Darren does not exist, like Mark does not exist. All this does not exist.
Correct.
Which means it's a figment.
You have to define a figment then.
It is the unreal part of the imagination. Whatever the or a imagination is, it's still the same thing. Because it's still, whatever's imagining this, whether it's the viewer, because I know you believe you're the viewer, right? Have you been watching them videos?
Yeah, but I don't like that terminology.
Okay, you may not like the terminology, but you do believe that you're just watching this, correct?
I'm not watching anything.
Oh, good. All right, cool. You believe, this is good. You believe whatever is experiencing being Darren is just watching this. Right, okay, cool. Darren believes that. Darren, which is not real, believes whatever is really watching this is imagining Darren. So whatever is imagining this, it is a figment of its imagination. This is its imagination, right?
Yeah.
Right. So then, this is a figment of the imagination.
I mean, this is everything, so.
But it's also the figment of the imagination.
You know.
So that's what I'm saying. At first you was like, no, it's not the figment of the imagination.
I just wanted, I don't know if I phrase it like that.
Well, how would you phrase it? What is this to you?
We don't exist. This is it.
Right.
Everything's just apparently happening.
Right. Okay. We don't exist.
For nobody.
For nobody.
For no reason.
I agree. And I agree in overall cosmic terms, but I'm saying still, so then it's not real. It's a figment. It's a figment of the imagination.
It's not real.
It's not real. So it's a figment of the imagination. Do you believe there's something real that is that is viewing this, that is imagining this?
Yeah.
You believe there's nothing that is real?
It's just everything.
Okay.
And it's just stuff. It's very impersonal. Just as stuff's just happening to nobody. It's just energy, either contracted or non-contracted, however you want to.
Right.
However you want to say it.
I agree. I forgot where I saw this, but it was something saying that it was a 50-50 chance of us existing and us not existing, and us existing and not existing is going to be complete nothingness, and existing is going to be everything. There is no in between. So in existence, there is everything that can process through there. There's everything that can happen, every thought, every imagination. There's nothing new. Like it's everything exists within.
Well, you are everything and nothing.
And nothing at all. Right. I know. Right. But I'm just still saying, like, but still, we get to imagine. There is something that is imagining this. We are experiencing an illusion, right? Which I agree. Which I think this is a figment of the imagination. This is an illusion. This isn't truly real on a cosmic level. I think this shit is just a figment of whatever is experiencing this shit. We'll wake up from this shit and it'll be just something we'll forget about, and we'll blend into something else and experience something else and keep on experiencing something else, and all of it won't even matter because we've been doing this, because we have thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of fucking times that we've done this, doing this in the same way, different, because there's nothing else that we can do. But in saying that, do you think whatever is doing that is real? Do you believe that shit does not exist too?
Well, it's just energy.
Right.
Bounce around, just free floating, doing what it wants to do.
Yeah.
To nobody. Created by nobody. For nobody.
I agree. Well, yeah. Nobody, human people, beings here. Yeah, it ain't created by none of that.
It ain't. Like, some people say it's like consciousness, right, that created it. But interesting, a friend was talking to me about what comes first, consciousness or matter? Did consciousness create matter?
Yeah.
That's the...
that's how I understand it.
Or did matter have come before consciousness?
Yeah, I think consciousness comes before matter.
Yeah, it definitely does. But like, in my opinion, I hate the word consciousness, because consciousness implies an individual.
I think so.
For sure. I am conscious, you're conscious, you're unconscious.
I mean, yeah,
of course it does. It's a word associated with an individual.
I hear you, but I mean, I don't think about it as an individual when I think of when I think of consciousness. It's funny when I think of consciousness, man. It really does get something like I don't even want to use the word.
I know, but I know what you're saying. But that's not the dictionary definition.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
Therefore, it's not an appropriate word.
I agree. It's almost like a pseudoscience a way in how I view consciousness.
Yeah, you'd have to say it's like, I don't know. Some people call it being. Some people call it oneness.
What do you call it?
More recently, energy.
You call it energy?
Yeah, because the other things are misleading.
I call it it.
You could call it that. As well.
No, I know. I mean, you can call it anything. It's still whatever you're referring to. The only reason I call it is because I feel like whatever you call it, you kind of give it a definition. Even if you call it God, you give it a definition. Even people think God, is everything. Okay, fine, but even that gives it limitations whenever you name it something. And this thing that I think I understand, what I know I really don't truly understand, but what I think lets itself known to me at times, it's just the closest name I can give it is it, because I don't truly know what the fuck it is, but I know that shit is extraordinary.
I mean, you'll never know what it is.
You never know what it is, but also it is you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's crazy. You'll never know what it is, but it's you. So you'll never. Oh, dude. You'll never know what you are. Oh, that's such a heartbreaking, romantic love story, like Shakespearean, just love story. Oh my God, dude, like I be seeing that shit on the ketamine when I take ketamine baths. Just like it is, like it'd be like, yo, it wants to know what it is. Like when you go deep on ketamine, it takes you places to where it's like it's trying to there's levels to anything. When you go deep, like it's taking me places to where I see it and it shows itself and it wants to know what it is, and it's trying to experience what it is through all of this, through me, you, all of it. But it's asking like, what am I? What it is like, yo, but it never know what it is. Like it's like a dog chasing its tail. Like, because you're nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's really nothing. Experiencing everything. It's crazy. Yeah. What a mindfuck.
So, I mean, how would you ever know, or could you ever get it? Because you don't exist. So how could an illusion ever get it?
Right. How can we ever get it?
We'll never get it.
We're never going to get it.
Because you don't exist, so there's no point.
Because you don't exist. And that's why when it tells you, yo, you might as well just enjoy yourself here. Like, stop trying to figure this shit out. Like, it cracks the veil open for you to see.
But it's even worse than that. It ain't you enjoying it.
Huh?
It ain't you enjoying it.
Yeah, you're right. It's it enjoying it. Right. So it's almost telling itself, stop trying to find out who I am, because it's you. Like, leave it alone and you ain't going to understand what the hell you are. Yeah, so just be.
Somebody had a good way of putting it this last weekend. My friend was like, he said that humans, we were created in order for it to have a way to experience itself.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
That's it.
I agree. I mean, but I think it's experiencing itself in so many different ways than just being human. Like, even animals, even aliens, stuff like that. Like, I think all this stuff was a way for it to experience itself. I think there's different levels of consciousness. To me, all consciousness is just really, well, man, there are different types of consciousness. I guess the type of consciousness I'm talking about right now is being conscious of thyself. I am aware. You know what I'm saying? I am alive, or I think I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of to be conscious. That's maybe the difference in us and animals, I guess. And so what I'm saying is, they say whales, dolphins. They say they're smartest fish in the sea, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to know how smart that means. Like, how conscious does that really? You know what I'm saying? Does that mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really know right from wrong type consciousness, you know what I'm saying? Or
saying that,
can it be like, hey, that guy's an asshole, type consciousness, or what?
Yeah, I might trip up a lot of times with people when they're like, it's like humans, like, we are created to this is all created for us.
Right.
Like, that can't be right. No fucking way, yo.
Right. That seems very short.
The arrogance of, like,
yeah, it's arrogant.
fucking ego.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this entire universe was created for us to experience it? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
So yeah, we may be the only self-aware beings, but that may be a fucking design fucking issue, to be honest, in my opinion.
Right.
Because that cat that's running around there having a good old life, or the dog that doesn't even think about it, is having a good time.
Right.
Who's to say whether his life is better or worse than mine? That's a fucking arrogant thing to say.
Yeah.
You think that cat was created for me? That fucking tree and that blade of grass was built for me? You fucking kidding me, yo? Because some fucking book, some mysterious book somebody wrote fucking a bunch of years ago
Uh-oh.
says so.
We're getting deep. Are we talking about books that they call holy?
I ain't going there. I'm just saying. The arrogance, it's the arrogance of a fucking human. And this is where I differ with some of my friends as well. It's like, well, the purpose of life is this or this or this. It's only from the perspective of individual does there need to be a person. Does there need to be a purpose? Why is it not good enough without a purpose?
Right.
Oh, we have to save the planet.
Right.
We have to do this. Or we have to do this. We
That's
have to
deep.
make sure.
Why is it not good enough without a purpose? You're right. That's deep. I love that. Damn. You're right. That's deep. You're right. You're right. Why does it have to be a purpose? You're right.
It has to be a purpose from the perspective of a person.
No, because you know what, check it. It's like that is really along the lines of what really the purpose of this shit is. From what I understand, the purpose and the meaning of life is just to experience the meaning of life. Basically, it's like, yo, just experience this.
Yeah, there is no purpose.
So it is no purpose, right?
No purpose.
Just to just to be.
And that's where, like,
do
I
it.
think different teachings will come around and say, well, you know, there's some sort of divine purpose. But that's only from you as a human thinking that it's about. A fucking cat isn't worried about a divine purpose.
Right, exactly.
With a dog.
Exactly.
Only because we have a contracted sense of self that has this ego in it that needs a path or a reason or a purpose. That's how it fuels itself.
Yeah, you're
If
right.
you don't have that, everything's chill.
So when would you say you came onto this perspective? Was the psychedelics that did that, or were you kind of like there
No.
before then?
I was reading books before that.
Right, so it was books that did that? Was that not already in the sense of thyself? Or was that books that open you up to that type of understanding?
No, there was just a yearning or a sensitivity to want to know the nature of reality.
What have you learned since you started?
What?
Lots?
Although I've not learned anything.
That's what I thought you was going to say. I was
I
like,
was checked out there for a second.
yeah, you did.
I mean, if you want to talk like that, you have to say apparently.
That's funny. I checked out there for a second.
The apparent I, like, that would how you'd have to start every single sentence, like the apparent.
Right.
You would say, oh, like, it's not.
Right. I feel you. Yeah. No, I've learned that I know nothing and everything at all. Everything and all.
You don't exist in the story. Podcast over.
You're right. I guess on that note, podcast over.
So it's not me and you here talking. It's just energy talking to itself.
Yeah, you're right. It definitely is. It's like masturbating. It's playing with itself.
There's no free will and choice, so we're not making a choice. We haven't decided to do anything.
Yeah,
I didn't decide to come on this podcast.
We're just following the script.
I didn't decide to do anything.
I forced you to do it.
You didn't force me to do anything.
You're right. I know. It just happened. It just happened. Oh man, that's deep. So you know what that means?
And it's just happened. They've proven.
I shouldn't really let like some of my like hang-ups and anger go that I have onto people because it's not even their fault. It just happened.
With that person is just another ball of energy.
Yeah.
You're just a ball of energy.
Yeah. You're right.
It's just,
And there's different types of balls of energy.
That person is you. It's the same as you.
Yeah, I know.
In
Oh,
a different form.
some people need to learn a lesson though, so I don't do that to myself in the next lifetime. If it's just me doing it to myself.
Yeah, but ain't you in your next lifetime.
But if it's just me, if it's just one thing, then it is me.
Yeah, but you keep
I
saying
need
it's
to
you.
learn not to do that to myself.
Yeah, but it's just you. You are me. You're the same as everybody.
Right, I know, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, if it's just
Different
me.
collection of contracted energy.
Yeah.
What if you were just you could just be I mean, I only exist as a thought. And no thought. There's no thought that is true.
I agree.
And if I'm a thought, or a collection of thoughts, then I'm not true, I don't exist.
Oh, I did. I mean, well, we
We
don't exist, but
circular-
even think, I totally agree we don't exist, but even thinking
circular
it like
pattern
that,
of
it's
thought.
like, damn.
A circular
we are
pattern
just
of
thoughts.
thoughts, just continue in the circle.
Yeah.
And then if you tell me your name's Darren and you do this and you have this job, or
I would never tell you that because I like being Mark. I'm just saying, Mark's, I'm enjoying this avatar.
Doesn't matter. Either point doesn't matter.
I'm just saying. I know, I'm just
You're
joking. What
just
you're
labeling me with things like I can't remember my point now.
I don't remember your point either. He's talking about a thought. We're circle thoughts.
Oh yeah, if we're just a contracted
Yeah, contracted
like
thought.
pattern of circular thoughts, just constantly reinforcing itself since you're 2 years old that you exist. What would happen if you were there's no self-conscious babies like until about 2.5 years old.
Right,
That's why they're giggling and they're running around and they're in awe of everything.
right,
And then they yell, they want some food, are they hungry or whatever.
right,
It's just a chemical reaction to the energy's just doing it without any thought.
right,
Then you hit 2 and mom's like, here's this iPhone for Christmas.
Right.
This is your iPhone. Here's Johnny, this is your lighter. Then what happens? 2 weeks later, Johnny steals this iPhone or whatever.
right,
Kid's like, he stole my iPhone.
right, right, right,
You've already created duality in that moment.
right,
And you've already created conflict.
right.
If that phone didn't belong to either of them, and he took it, would he be upset?
That's a good experiment to have. I think, have they had experiments like that?
So my ultimate question is, if you grew up as a child, and you could look at like examples of like Indian tribes in South America or whatever, or South American tribes, sorry. If you grew up in an environment where nobody told you, there was no society to tell you that you were separate from anything else, would you feel separate from everything else?
Right, right. Because you only know what you learn. You only know what you're taught, what you experience, and what you're told. Right,
So if you didn't tell me that was a tree,
right,
and give it a label as a tree,
right,
when I look at it, I'd just be like, that's just an amazing thing to look at.
right,
Because you tell me it's a tree, I just label it as a tree.
right,
It's not. It's not actually a tree.
right,
It's just a fucking bunch of letters.
right. I agree. All right, that's what's up, man. So, I mean, you know, I wanted to have you on here, which I know I'm going to have you on here again because, I mean, you pretty much like to pick my brain to see if you're right about anything, and I'll let you know when you're right or wrong.
Shit, you should probably have me on, you know.
You said what?
If you want to sell shit, you should probably have me on.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I know, right? You are You are a good friend. I am glad you moved in here. You've been very helpful and strategic in my life. And yes, you know, you've been planted here for a specific reason. And yes, and you are living out that reason, little do you know. It's all a figment of the imagination. It's not real. So know that when we're at the end of it. And remember what I told you along the way.
I thought.
He's going to win the Super Bowl next year, man. Carl, let's get some money on that shit.
The Washington Redskins.
Dude, I was going to say that. That's fucking crazy. I swear to fucking God, that's what I was going to say.
That's funny.
That's crazy. Because I was like, what's the most controversial name I can think of?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah.
Is it still called the Redskins?
No, they're not even the Washington Redskins. That's why I said it. Because they're not even like playing. That's why I said it. That's funny.
Dude, what are they called now? That team will win it.
What are the,
They'll win it.
I don't know, they're Commodores? They'll
win it and we'll be like, oh, wow.
Yeah, or the Commanders or something like that. I don't know. But no, man. Dude, I'm glad I finally had you up here. I'm gonna have you up here again. I appreciate you. And
Yeah.
ready to get on your fur?
Call me
ready
agent,
to get
bro.
out? We're about to roll.
Call me agent.
Call your agent. And then, how much do I owe you for this?
I mean, at least get some tea and shit next time.
Well, you get my coffee. You get my bacon. You get my
this.
pancakes. You get.
For this.
Okay.
Tea
Cool.
would be nice.
Well, we are plugging out from the Cosmodelic download. See y'all later. That's funny. No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. You did a good job.
Is our universe real?
The reality of your life is now.
The Cosmodelic download.